The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There is much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Day 1 Friday. This game features some small text. If you're having difficulty, you can hold shift to zoom in. Okay. Oh, like right here. Oh yeah, that's nice. So let's read this. I found it, an excerpt on the elusive wandering view. Come to the library in Ambleside, and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest. Simone. P.S. Give Hellebore a good scratch behind the ear from me. Kitty cat. Okay, so what are we up to? What is this? Oh. Okay. What is this? The will to explore. You can water your plants using the watering can to earn will to explore. I have neither the time nor the inclination. Drag a plant here to take a closer look at it. I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Okay. So we have The Strange Book of Plants by Wilfred Voynich. Okay. Note from the author, this encyclopedia can be used as a reference to help identify plants. Note that where I have included sketches, these are not always intended as an aid to identification. Often the description will be more useful to you. Remember to take extra care when dealing with poisonous plants. I accept no responsibility should injury or death occur as a result of misuse of this encyclopedia. WV. Then you have some contents. So that closes the book. And then this is a shortcut. Oh. What's this page? Bishop's Parasol. A mushroom found in dark, damp places, feeding on any light that gets close to it. It can seem to draw light in, enveloping its surroundings in darkness. The gills on the underside of this mushroom seep a milky fluid that can be consumed as a treatment for stomach pains. Not as spongy as most mushrooms. In fact, the undersides are somewhat sharp. Red warts protrude from the caps. See my watering can. What is this? It smells faintly of wood smoke. Feels like rough glass paper. Smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make the eyes water. Okay, so let's leave this for now. Seems like it could be helpful though. What was underneath this? Oh shit. There's a little thing here. Interesting. What's this? Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. Holy shit, a map of Undermere and the surrounding area. Whoa. Where are we? Undermere. There we are, right here. Okay, by Lake Undermere. Oh, there's Ambleside. Okay. Oh. I feel like I have a shortcut for this. Unless maybe this does something different. We'll keep it in here, though. What is this? Okay. Well, clue's been... Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Keep it secret. What is archive? Okay. What? How do I... Oh. I see. Okay. Well, we'll leave those in there for now. Hopefully I get more colors. So, library and Ambleside. Victoria Gray. I must have walked past the shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your days surrounded by plants. Came here because I have an unusual request. At night I hear whispered voices too faintly to hear clearly coming from the floor above me, but nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has gotten the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. St. John's Poppy. Sure enough, there it was. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. The flowers of the St. John's poppy are bright red with a yellow center. This one? Okay. Do you want it? What can I... Plant identified. Rewards book entry. Clavilium. Used to open any lock. I see. Okay. So what happens if I do this? The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. 2 book entries. Gilded Dendra, do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to Dendra's miasma, a sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. Wandering Bew, so called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It's been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the other side of this mushroom form beautifully flowing lines. They're also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Fingersbane. Oh! Oh, I see. How much do they need? Oh. I see. Can I move you a little bit closer, or do you have static spots? Oh, okay, cool. You all just come over this way. You're a little spread out from my particular taste. Keep track of you all. Put the pumpkins over there. Just stuff this shelf full. Oh shit. Found something from moving them. What is this? Oh, good. They get a check mark when they're done. That's handy. So we should go to Back Barrow. In the hills? Well, let's try Back Barrow. Approaching Back Barrow, an industrial roar emanates from the ironworks and cotton mill. The blast furnace has a limitless appetite for coal, which is delivered almost daily via the steam railway. I pity the dust workers of this once peaceful place. I suspect there will be few useful botanical discoveries to be made here. Okay. Got it. So, really, I should have tried the hills like my instinct told me. That's okay. Okay, let's do this. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good for the plants though, eh? Got a letter for you. Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. In the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay. Let's do this. I want to figure out this hills thing. So, the weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a gray morning has turned into bright sunshine. A good thing, too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over, a cloak of unwelcome shade. New plant acquired. This one. So can I mark it with a label? Okay, I can't give it a blank label. I'm just gonna leave these out here. Put that away. Gosforth. Woods to the south of the town. Where are you, Gosforth? Here. So, and then he said northeast, so somewhere here? Yeah, okay. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamor of Undermere. It's not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. Collect. Plant. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way around down through Backbarrow. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I've brought Fennet from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Wants lemon dandy. Curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing afflictions of the heart. Curled leaves. This one has curled leaves. That's my best guess. Smell is faintly off-putting but not overpowering. If I leave those there, can I do this? Oh, I can. That's kind of nice. Lemon dandy? He loves it. Shit, what did he say he was trading me? Oh. Hold on. What did he say he was trading me? Oh. Damn it. Can you read back the conversation? Archive? No? Wasn't very smart of me not to make a note of what he was trading me. It's this one right here. I don't know if it's in my book. Fuck. Yeah, I'm just gonna lesson learned. I'm going to the replay. This one. Phennet. Phennet. Faye Swift. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. Ooh. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. What is this button? Hey! Faye grew up with her mother. Her father was rarely violent, but once is enough. When he struck her, it finally broke the hold he had over her mother, and she fled in the night. She fled in the night. The sleeping Faye held close. Oh, yeah. Faye often has vivid dreams, but has never considered that other people do not. She came to strange horticulture seeking relief from her nightmares. Oh, you get a chat log. Faye Swift the Psychic. Okay. I see. So there is that in the archives? No. How do I... Oh, bios. Okay. You need forest camphor. Is that in my list? Yeah. Strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful sporific effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping drafts. The camphor produces a beautiful, rounded, dark blue cluster made up of many smaller flowers. This one. It's pungent but not unpleasant. The bulb is a soft yellow. The leaves are waxy. Why do these descriptions not help you with identifying it with this? I think this is our... forest camphor. Yippee! Butterdale. Okay. Butterdale. Nora Butterfield. Got any wandering view? That always reminds me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the Bew, if you've got it. I'll check and see. So called because... oh. They're also quite hard and sharp. So... this plant says the undersides are somewhat sharp. Yes. Lady of Summer. Oh, we're closed. Oh, I see. So getting through... oh. Well, before I close, should I explore somewhere just to say I did? like, let's go. Let's go to this island. Oh. Okay. Fair enough. You got me there. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find. A book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. You don't know if you can handle this much new. We're just gonna, we just keep new this, new that. Row H, the Third River. Saturday. Okay, good. We get to keep the card. Oh, and then so the completed letters go away. But and then they go in the archive. Oh. Well, let's start by row H, the Third River. This one. Does it look like that, though? Does it need to look like that? Does anything look like that? Not in row H, it doesn't. Actually, I would argue that none of them look like this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So we either count river tiles, which would technically be this one, or we count actual rivers, which is this one. A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. Sweet. This one right here. Okay. Isidore Burbage. Bring me a sample of Apis demesis, and be quick about it. That damn cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this. Apis demesis. Isidore Burbage. Burbage is a rich man who inherited a fortune but never experienced the love of his parents. He expects people to do his bidding and is quick to anger. There are many in Undermere who would be glad to see the back of him, but with wealth comes power, and few would challenge him to his face. Alright, well, it's going to take a second to find the thing you're asking about, since you didn't tell me its real name. Gandhi root. Plant with medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken over as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Came in because he came in because he wants the plant that he wants, but he's pissed about me having a cat in the shop because he's a dickhead. Poison him. I don't know if we'll be doing that. Don't know if we'll be doing that. The rough petals can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. The leaves are coarse to the touch. Alright. I'm willing to bet it all on this. Gandhi root. Down with the poison idea? Guys, calm down. I don't even know what these plants are yet. Postman? Lake Undermere is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. There's an old slate mine at Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. Oops, sorry. I've never seen anything like them before. Fucking bug. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by the tramways. I thought you might be interested. Eat them until you find one that poisons you, then you know. You would be so good at this game. Hard Knot. There it is, right here. Okay. An iron gate rusted by years of abandonment sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. Oh, I need clavilium to open the lock. Of course. Heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Heart-shaped leaves? So try this one. Nice. The gate swings open slowly, complaining loudly on its rusty hinges. After a short exploration of the tunnel, I am rewarded. 3 plants? Look at them fungi. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest, investigating a possible murder there. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot, and they're not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Arda, or whatever they call her, she's dead. My instinct is they're hiding something. I was hoping you might have some fox button that would help me win them over. Reuben Ward. Reuben works with the police on murder cases. He's a kind, good-humored man, but beneath the mask, he's deeply sad. His only child, a daughter, had seemed troubled for some time before running away from home several years ago. The victims whose stories he tries to uncover are all somebody's son, somebody's daughter. The search for answers drives him forward, piecing together the logic of life and death. Okay. Fox button. I will look for fox button. Thick, shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. All right. Could be this one. Could be this one. Could be this one.
What does the fox button say?
It's a plant. It doesn't say anything. Don't. How dare you? Smells of nothing that I can detect. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. Small leaves, delicate flowers. This one? No. You more careful that wasn't fox button. I must be better prepared next time. No. How do I take the label off? I just do that. Okay. Okay, let's try this one. Got it. I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of the St. John's Poppy. There's a medium using the room illegally, I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? I need my sleep. Harlequin blue. When the bushy blue flower heads die back, they release seeds with the downy pappus, which assists in wind dispersal. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be the spirits of dead souls trapped within the plant. Whoa. Bushy blue flower heads. Bushy blue flower heads. Bushy blue flower heads. What if I started doing this? How many can I fit up there? How many will it let me fit up there? Literally as many as I want. It would probably be better to put the ones that I do know. There. So, as far as bushy and blue goes, I think this is kind of the only option. All right. You may have heard the rumors that our Arda is dead. May Arduina bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. The sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. To be assured of your discretion, we require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy. Bethany Coleman. Beth was born into a loving family, but never felt settled. She sought out a higher purpose when she was still young and left home at 14 to join the sisterhood of Arduina. The head of the sisterhood, the Arda, took a liking to her and helped her to develop a renewed purpose, caring for the forest and putting her faith in the goddess Arduina. Now her mentor has been murdered and Beth is looking for answers. Okay. Mary's breath. The wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. It is said that a person can be bound to secrecy using Mary's breath. It used to be grown in the royal gardens so that the king could ensure the trust of his confidants, but the practice fell out of favor. Wide, waxy leaves. Wasn't this described as waxy leaves? Yes. Fuck. Do I have this plant? Dark blue petals are soft and feathery to touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant. I don't have any other wide, waxy leaves here that I can see. Maybe this one? The veined leaves have a waxy finish. Fuck me. Damn it. Oh, wow. There you go. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore across from Torver. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Arduino. Okay, Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore across from Torver. Grisdale Forest, Torver. One mile is one block. So here. It's one of these two. As soon as I step off the road, two members of the Sisterhood step out and remind me that this is their forest. I'm not welcome here. I try showing them the sister's letter, but they tell me I'm in the wrong place and move me along without offering any help. So that was wrong. Just two? What about my pumpkins? No? More? I guessed wrong. I think it was a mile from Torver. More. A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I am ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door along a corridor and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table, draped in silk, is the Arda. There's not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? Asks my escort. I set to work. Wren. The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons and so can be used to detect them. Though it has no flower, it is said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death and sweet to those who have not. Long leaves, no flower. Well, I don't think it's this. It has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. Well, I think this is my only guess, really. Woohoo! I extract a sample of the artist's blood and introduce it to the wren, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing: gilded dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. New plants. Put that in the archive. I'm this close to reporting you, half-wit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. I'll have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make this right. Butterdale? I need to think carefully about which plant to use here. My actions could have consequences. Butterdale or Meekdew? What did he ask for last time? Apis demesis? What was wrong with that one? They have medicinal properties. The rough leaves can be an irritant. Gandy root. Well, you wanted... So... His skin itch furiously. Okay, so then Butterdale or Meekdew. Often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. Okay, so Butterdale seems pretty safe. What's Meekdew? Beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. So if we give him Meekdew, that's probably a mean thing to do. And I don't really want him to shut my shop down. So I don't really, like... I understand the aggression against him, but I think we should probably just try to help him. Because if he can shut our shop down, I don't want a game over. It's tempting. Understandably tempting. But I think we probably should not. So everybody who's on Team Poison him right now, he came back with a vengeance. So I think maybe we'll avoid doing that. Dark green leaves. Flowers smell buttery. All right, this is the one. You can have some Butterdale. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rustland, south of Crinkle Craigs. Day 3 Sunday. Hawkshead. Okay, well, here's Crinkle Crags. So south of that... Oh, there's Hawkshead. So north, east of Lowick. Okay, here's Lowick. West of Rustland. Oh, yeah. So it's this column. So if it's east of Lowick and west of Rustland, it's in this one right here. And then north of Hawkshead, south of Crinkle Crags. So it's this spot right here. E17. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger, and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. Thank you, spooky man. Oh, my rising dread resets each day. Oh, thank fuck. Wilbur Miller. I'm looking for a plant. Lady of... What's it? Something or other. I'm no green-eyed Dreyer, that's for sure. My mind isn't at all what it used to be. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline. Lady of Summer. The leaves curl round delightfully, which, combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature, make this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. Lady of Summer. There's a decent chance it's this one. A single sweet-smelling dark flower. Yeah. Oh, there's the Fenned entry, which I already identified, so... no news there. The mail is here. They're saying the art has been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seemed to me the art always looked out for the less fortunate. Here's your mail. Oh, nope. Not this time. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can help you... that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Who is Amos Duncan? Great Gable. After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I am still some distance from the summit. I am freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain unless I have some brimlock. Unless I have some brimlock. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a draft made using leaves from the brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. You? So many waxy leaves. Small yellow flowers. I don't think we're going to see those yellow flowers, although, I don't know, would you call those yellow flowers? Cream-colored flowers. No. You would not. Then we're going with this one. Fuck yeah, dude. Sunset Mount Trap. I push on, no longer feeling cold, and am presently rewarded. New plant. I got plants on plants on plants on plants on plants. Brimlock. Norman Lee. This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing more to do with it. Okay. I love cursed plant. It looks very similar to Wandering Bew, but I don't think it is. Simone Green. Hellebore. Always a pleasure, my feline friend. I hope he hasn't been nibbling the plants again. I have a favor to ask. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants. I've been burning the midnight oil again and could use some common trowse, and I know where to find it. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime. Here, take this. Simone Green. Simone loves books and reading. She is also irritatingly organized and has begun the overwhelming task of rearranging the library at Ambleside. Her new system works, but it will take years to catalog every book, scroll, pamphlet, and diary. In the meantime, every day yields new discoveries, buried fragments of ancient knowledge resurfacing to the light like arrowheads to archaeologists. Okay. Ah. So we should go to where she said to go to. Grows in abundance on red pike. Red pike, right here. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy, the weather agreeable, and the view is majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I'm after. Yay! Okay, so let's just label this right now that it's common trowse. Because we know that. Verona Green. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Let the punters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Have you got any shimmerlung? Verona's been studying the occult and the mysterious for many years. It started as a hobby but gradually grew into an obsession. She haunts the boundary between truth and tale, seeking out the knowledge that others recoil from. She also brews a lovely cup of tea. Shimmerlung, you say. Shimmerlung. The dried stem of the shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near-blinding white-purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large, ridged leaves. Do I have any? Large ridged leaves. This one? Yeah, fuck it, we ball. Shimmerlung. But of course. Irving Harris. Sorry if I'm shouting, I'm a little hard of hearing. I'm looking for a plant that can supposedly help me hear better, but I've forgotten what it's called. I remember it's bright red, though. Fuck. This one's bright red flowers grow at the ends of the thin stems. Would I even know what this is? Okay, so this one's blue flowers. I don't think I even have this plant yet. That one's a mushroom. Produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long, thin stems grow along among tall leaves. That's a mushroom. Smoky scent? What was the one that I looked at that I investigated and it said it was smoky? Wood smoke. I think this is gray sandfire. Can I just change it to purple? So purple is question mark. Chewing the tough fruit of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. Okay. I don't know what this plant is either. I don't have a page on it. Ah, fuck, it was the wrong one anyway. Cool blue-gray flowers. This might be winter boar. Type of fungus dome cap, sometimes called stinking mont cap, is a result of its unpleasant odor. It is thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home. It's often placed indoors. Mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. pleasant odor. Well, the only other bright red, small leaves, delicate flowers. Am I stupid? Was I supposed to reuse one? Fuck, Imbiber's hearing ability. It got me good there. Reuse the same plant, dummy. Got me good there. Oh. Time passed a year, then another. The book remained hidden but out of sight. Did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. Alright, that card... Somebody... Did the cat eat it? I bet the cat ate this card. Cat? Damn you! Yeah, this means nothing to me right now. We're gonna put that bad boy away. I'm gonna step away and eat my food really quick. I'll be right back.
All right. Back to plants. The fox button was no help, I'm afraid. The sisterhood still refused to speak openly with me. Not that I have the time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. There's been a body found up in Swinside. At the Swinside Stone Circle, and apparently it's a grisly one. I don't suppose you got anything to help me keep my lunch down. My stomach's never coped too well with the grisly ones. Rube and I have just the thing. Witch fig. Mail's here. Morning. Verona Green handed me this for you. She seemed in a good mood. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Grisdale Forest just north of Rustland. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seem overly protective lately. All right, north of Rustland, Grisdale Forest. You got it. Right here. As soon as I step off the road to it's okay, well, I suppose I could have anticipated that. Might have to leave this one on hold for a while. Maybe the sisterhood will move on at some point, or will be more friendly. One, huh? Alright, that's fine. Very swift. I'm afraid. The camphor you gave me has helped me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, but I do not know why, and behind her, that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I do not know what to do.
The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I'm afraid. Oh boy. Oh, do we let her stare down the abyss? Strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Or Candlewood. Protect against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Do we protect or do we enhance? So this is my Candlewood. Light blue flowers. Light blue flowers. Like rounded tufts of gentle lamb's wool. I don't even have this one. Yeah, I don't have this plant, so it seems I can't go with strength and I have to go with protect. I don't know if that's my fault or if that's... Maybe she'll come back later and want something else. Because I haven't identified Aguria, so it's not one of my yellow plants up here. Alright, well, take the Candlewood then. Worryless. I can try north of Rustland here. Yeah, I think that one's just gonna have to wait for a bit. Margaret Elspeth. We don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop and I said to Francis we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of a life in an otherwise dreary town. I'm the green-fingered one and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, he'll be wanting to take a boat out on the lake. Shame about this awful weather, though. You must come to Sizer. We have a small library with some books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago. I'm sure they will be of interest to a horticulturist such as yourself. You are cordially invited to Sizer Castle, Lord and Lady Elspeth. Fuck it, I'll go. I'm greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elspeth herself. She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Well, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing out a plant that I do not recognize, but before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I'm quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library, and I don't have the time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I'm able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elspeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the gardens into my hands, and I thank her warmly. No plants. Philip Shaw.
Mushroom. Red spores. Moves in the dark. That's all I've got. Any ideas? Sure do have an idea. That'd be this one. They're saying Black Comb is haunted now. Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all, but then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what happened to that poor young man up at Swinside. I've come for some stinking Mount Cap. Oh, is it Cap? It's not an R? It's a C? That makes a lot more sense. Nice. Henchuk. Alright, you are upgraded from purple to yellow. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, I can make one last effort. This also counts as the forest. Damn it. Alright. I tried. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east where the everheart grows. At 15, her mother, strong and dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. Okay, this one looks actionable. Lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. 3 miles to the east. Okay, here's Calder Abbey. Lives alone in the castle to the northwest, so it's Egremont Castle. And then 3 miles east would be B4. A dead tree, its bark cracked and blackened by fire, stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grows on a low mound. Plant. Phaseback, I must thank you. Last night, for the first time in weeks, my mind was calmed. I am no longer tormented by visions of the woman in the jade mask and that terrible monster. Now I'm wondering if you have some worry less to keep my over-anxious thoughts at bay. I just got the page on that, so let me take a look. Inhaling the smell of the flowers is said to help ease symptoms of anxiety. That's not much to go off of. I will be honest with you. Smells like sweet rhubarb. I might just check most of these to see if any of them talk about... Shove them in your mouth. Om, nom, 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 nom. Soft purple with a sweet scent. Pink flowers. Oh, wait. They call this Everheart, right? Something like that.
Wasn't very smart of me not to write down the name. Viscous white liquid. Yummy. Small yellow berries. Cream-colored flowers, they smell wonderful. It could be this one. Simone Green. I met a strange man on the road to Sedberg not 2 days ago. Stranger still, he asked after you. He said he had something for you. Don't ask me what. So I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. Said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it. He was headed west, at least I think he was. He said he was looking for the Winster Spring. I'll write this down for you. Anyway, that's my news. Did you manage to find the plant I wanted? Yeah. Man wanted to meet you, headed west from Sedberg. Possibly near the source of the river Winster. Sedberg? River Winster. The hermit's camp is easy to find, nestled between two boulders above the spring. The cooled remains of a fire ringed by stones is the only immediate sign that anyone was here. I call out, but there's no reply. The hermit is not here. A more thorough search of the campsite yields something interesting. Tucked off to one side, I discover some broken pieces of wood arranged on the floor. Down to right 3. Down to right 3. The camp at the Winster Spring has led me to another camp of sorts where I am greeted by an eccentric man. Oh, yes, yes, ho, 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 the man says. You must take this. Take it, take it. At his insistence, I receive the looking glass that he thrusts into my hands. He places an envelope delicately on top. Ho, ho, it's no use to me anymore. Ho, ho, no use. Don't forget the red. The red, the red, the red. Ho, ho, Ebony. I am sure that he is quite mad. But we get an item. And a letter. It is said that the red ebony plant has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. I have perfected a device designed to use extract from the plant in concert with a viewing window in order to permit the user to see magics otherwise invisible to the naked eye. There's an extra E on plant. There's an extra A in secret. But I guess device is just misspelled. Extra E. Just spelling, regular spelling differences. No mystery in the note there, I don't think. This device, huh? Red ebony. I don't know if that's... No. I will need more info.
Oh shit, northeast of Rustland. Fuck. From the moment I step off the road, I can't shake the feeling of being watched. Suddenly, I find my way blocked by 3 men wearing green cloaks and holding short elbows. Nobody may wander freely throughout the forest by order of the artist, as the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Mellow glow. Among other uses for this plant, the most remarkable is that it can allow a person to pass unnoticed. Though not invisible, it is possible to become hidden from sight and memory. The mellow glow has sharp thorns that protect it from predators. Okay, thorny plant. Definitely this one comes to mind. This one also has thorns as well, though. So 50-50, I go with this one. Even had I done that previously, though, bulb is quite firm and turquoise in color. The orange fruits have no noticeable odor. That's still not the plant that Faye was looking for. Conrad Stanway. I am not long for this world, and I have decided that I want to be buried in a grave decorated with the rare and beautiful Caballia, like a Dreyer huntsman with their Dranthium-covered tombs. Okay. Caballia. Rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Those who can afford it place wreaths made from it at the graves of their loved ones. Caballia flowers almost always contain 6 petals. Finding a 7-petaled flower is considered to bring good fortune. All right. That's looking pretty close right there. Eyebright. That's our 20th plant. So now I'll start putting 10 more up here. Unknown. Your reputation is growing, horticulturist. I hear you are the person to come to for plants that are difficult to acquire. My head feels like it is being torn in two lately. I'm looking for some hop heart. Little is known about the mysterious woman in the jade mask. She is occasionally seen in under mirror, but people understandably avoid her cold demeanor. Hop heart. Inhaling
Expelling smoke from burning the dried leaves of this plant can provide pain relief. Firm leaves grow up the stems, leading to blue flowers. Dark blue flowers. Smells like sweet rhubarb. Firm leaves grow up the stems. Yeah. Hop heart. I was going to try to use the watering can to shift them all down. Doesn't seem to want to let me do that. I see. It shifts to the right, but not to the left. That's okay. Verona Green. Reuben Ward is called on my unique expertise to aid in his investigation at the Swinside Stone Circle. Unique expertise. Ha! I thought about telling him to suck an egg. He gave it a good long thought, actually, but my curiosity has gotten the better of me. He must be desperate if he's coming to me, and I'll bet they've found something juicy down there. Signs of ritual sacrifice, maybe. I could do with some witch fig to take with me. Always comes in useful. Witch fig. That fig. This fig? A plant that is said to have many uses, including easing the symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture, and detecting the presence of certain compounds. It is also well liked by butterflies. It has similar leaves to the fever kiss plant, which it is often confused with. Leaves are pale in color, red berries. That's gotta be this one, doesn't it? So leaves are similar. Why can't I zoom? Why is my zoom broke? My zoom broke. What happened? Oh, yeah. All right, we're good. We got it back. My instinct is this one. Isidore, I have never seen anybody. I never see anybody in your shop. It's a daily surprise to me that you're still in business. Believe me, I wouldn't be in here if I didn't have to be, especially with that damn cat still here. I need some bishop's parasol for a work-related matter. You are such a dickhead. Mushroom found in dark, damp places, feeding on any light that gets close to it. It can seem to draw light in, enveloping its surroundings in darkness. The gills on the other side of this mushroom seep a milky fluid that can be consumed as a treatment for stomach pains. Was it you? Viscous white liquid. I need to know about more about the Red Ebony. I'm also curious if I go to this place that they're talking about. Do I gain any benefit from like seeking out these places if I'm not directly called to them? Where's Swinside? There it is. Stone Circle. Shudder at the thought of what happened here. If these stones could tell what they saw, a chill comes over me and I realize I do know it's a linker. Okay, yeah. Oh. Oh. That's crazy. The old man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards toward the fork. To the fork. Not long after the girl left home, her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go and did not look for her. Okay. The old man of Coniston. Oh, that's tricky. I think it is actually referring to this right here. Because there's the Old Man Mountain, which would have blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fork. So, right here. The heavens open up as I reach the fork. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water and water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home, and I am not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. Yippee! Eleanor Brahmer. The insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. I have drawn you a map in case you decide it's worth your time. It's definitely worth my time, in particular because I know I have a bug-repellent plant already. That sure looks like these marshes right here, right? The air is thick with flying, biting insects, and unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I'm overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. Oh. Wasn't one of the ones that I had? Oh, yeah, also known as Blue Winter. Oh, it says Winter Boar right there. Oh, reading. Oh, reading. Ding. To John. Oh, I didn't actually... I forgot I didn't read that. It's okay. New plant. Bethany's back. Thank you for your help and discretion earlier. The sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Arda was poisoned with gilded dendron has everyone worried. The temporary acting Arda is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing, a runaway called Thea that we took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her, and Sister Charlotte remembered that the Jacob's Worth plant is said to help locate people. Yeah, okay. People tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of the Jacob's Worth. But it is the leaves that have the most interesting properties. It is said that they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate and have been used successfully to find many lost wanderer out in the fells. Okay. The leaves kind of look like this. The leaves seem to have a mind of their own. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Solomon's Scepter. Peggy Morris. I read about a wonderful sounding ornamental plant, but my book didn't say what it was called or where to find it. It has curled leaves and a dark blue flower. Oh, we got dark blue flowers for days. Oh, a sought after one. Oh, it's this one. We've had our eye on you for some time now. Ennis Aylford, join us. Praise the Dendru. Ennis Aylford, a man who claims to represent the group known as the Seeds of Redemption. He grew up in nearby Gosforth, but it is rumored that he spent some time living in Rydal Cave. It is not clear what happened in the intervening years, but by the time he came to Undermere, he had dedicated his life to the one he calls the Woken Dendru. So he's a cultist. I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sadgill Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Praise the Dendru. Sadgill Church. Yeah, I mean, all right. Don't make the mistake. Church isn't hard to find in the small hamlet of Sadgill. This must be the place. Verona Green. I have returned from Swinside. I must admit I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the stone circle. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him, the better. Reuben had it right, though, grisly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on a sample of the gilded dendra. Are you sure that you want that plant? That plant's kind of fucked up. Poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. Yeah, you gotta... so that... I think tells me that it's... One of these has that... This one. My fingers are aching from handling this plant. Yeah. Man, knowing what that one is kind of crazy. And wood. My aunt died 2 weeks ago and I inherited her house. I've been sifting through her possessions and last night I found something unusual. In a forgotten corner of the attic, I found a coffin. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines, so strong that I cannot cut through them. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? Royal Gentian. Sometimes called Everhart. Oh, you have a technical name. Okay. Royal Gentian. I see. I see, I see, I see, I see, I see. Ooh, 5 miles south. 5 miles south of the tallest, but one. It grows in peace in the midday sun. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. "5 miles south of the tallest, but one. It grows in peace in the midday sun." So the mountains all have heights. Great Gable 899, Seafell Peak 978, Bowfell 902, 978 902, 978 902. Nine seven eight 902. I think 902 is our second highest. Bowfell. 5 miles south. just northwest of Torver. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The bird song feels enchanting, like the call of sirens. Nestled in the undergrowth, under the shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. New plant. Wow, look at that thing. That thing crazy. And wood. I was able to strip away the swift snare's vines and lift the lid with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contained nothing but dust. At least that's what I thought at first, but when I looked closer, I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the gray ash. On the back of the amulet is an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter I awake." Solomon's scepter, that's a plant, right? Yeah, definitely. Also known alarmingly as Hell's Gate and sometimes Solomon's Scorn, the flowers of the plants are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem. Do I have that flower? I've got this one. Looks like it could be a candidate for us. Light purple flowers, the smell is alluring. Ooh, that sounds... Dark purple flowers, not smelly. Not interested. Alright, winging a prayer? You betcha. Mail time! I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near the Swinside Stone Circle. They say it slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it's got them panicked down Foxfield way. Kentmere Eye. Is that a place? It's not in my plant book. Kentmere. River Kent. Let's just go to Kentmere. I descend into a pleasant valley where the village of Kentmere is situated. On my way, I pass the Brockstone or Badger Rock, which has always been popular with local children who challenge each other to scramble up its craggy sides. Make a beeline to the village church, St. Cuthbert's, which is sheltered by an ancient yew tree. There are many plants to admire amongst the headstones and tombs, but sadly nothing extraordinary for me to find today. Kentmere Eye. I wonder if it's a... reference to, like, the I row. Like, start at Kentmere and go south until you get to I, which would be right here. Verona Green. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed gilded dendra that was used at the Swinside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations, and it can't be a coincidence that the very same plant was used to poison the Arda. There must be a connection between this other murder and the Sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think it through some more. Some Maiden's Sorrow would help a lot. Coming right up. Except, oh, there it is. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's fingers and thumb is said to help prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. Flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along its stem that are thought to lend it its name. Oh, we got a droopy thorny friend right here. Oh, that's good. We need that. Occultus grandis. This plant is said to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. The red ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over this plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come from, since, confusingly, the large flower is in fact blue. Yeah, so it's this then, huh? And what was it? Red ebony plant has the property of uncovering that. Yes. I have perfected a device designed to use extract from the plant in concert with a viewing window. So... fuck yeah, it works. It works. That shelf is full. I'm running out of shelf space, game. I gotta move the pumpkins. So... it works. Property of Nicholas Culpepper. I'm sorry, Nicholas. I don't know how I came by your map, but in case you didn't intend for me to own it, I do now. Haha. Okay, guess I'm not really sure what to do with those yet. I did want to try... nothing here. Alright, probably not as easy as that then, that's fair. Reuben Ward. Looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Blackcomb. Verona noticed something at the Swinside site that's had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else around there where you get slate from. That, and Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something at Blackcomb. But then again, Bradley Miller does claim that fairies stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend a night out in the hills, I'll want to take some eyebright with me. Wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. Okay. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause a severe pain for several days after. A plant that only grows to the south in warmer climates where they call it Loth after a long dead king, known to improve eyesight at night even in the darkest places. Alright, we got another thorn plant. Another thorn plant. This one has thorns. I think this is my only option. You got it. Wild coal. Forest Vare. Does it ever just stop raining in Undermere? You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some gray sandfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about, but I hope I'm in the right place now. Your eyes are so green, the hunter. Forest is one of the Dreyer, a group that builds a tolerance to the harmful effects of Dranthium from childhood so that they can harness the plant's potent, mind-enhancing abilities. It comes at a price. They will die if they stop taking it. Rumors that an ancient evil has arisen were too much for Forest to resist. Dreyer means hunter in the old tongue. He has traveled a long way to kill it. You need gray sandfire. Well, I have some right here, but now I'm curious, what does that do again? Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. Alright, many useful properties, it seems. Ember Soul. That's all she wrote for today. Lowick to Ilgill Head, Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. At first she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually she made her way to Grisdale Forest. It's Friday! It's Friday, it's Friday, it's Friday, Friday, Friday. Lowick to Ilgill Head. Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. Lowick. Okay, Lowick. And Foxfield. And Crinkle Crags. Okay, I found Ilgill Head. Okay, got it. So there should be a cross section of those four. So Lowick is here. Damn it. Lowick is at N 16. Ilgill Head is F11. And Foxfield to Crinkle Crags, they're gonna kind of draw. Fuck. I kind of wish I could mark it. Crinkle Crags 15, Lowick 16, Foxfield 11, Ilgill Head 11. It's got to be sort of in between them, right?
Loic to Ilgil Head. I like this spot right here. The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it has been watching me, but I can tell that it is interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me, and I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant for further study, one for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I have never seen before, two for joy. New plants. New plants. Ennis, Aelford, you were wise to pledge your support to the Seeds of Redemption. Together we are stronger. Now that the Dendro is awoken, the redemption is upon us. It is a glorious time. Our deeds will be remembered for 1,000 years. Those of us that have put our faith in the woken Dendro will be saved, but we must act swiftly. We will be in touch soon. Praise the Dendro. Okay. My mind is clouded, dark. I see it, and it sees me, all of me. Elder Finium is the answer, it must be. I will not forget those who helped me, horticulturist. Petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendros miasma, a deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black, eventually resulting in a painful death. It has an intoxicating scent similar to that of Solomon's scepter. Many sweet-smelling small flowers. Okay. Do I have this flower? Looks like we're taking a guess. That's not good. intoxicating scent. The smell is alluring. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I have the plant that you need. Can you come back another time? I want to help you, but I think I actually don't have it. I haven't identified it before. My best guess is this one. I don't think I have this. Circle of ancient rhyolite boulders have been a site of ritual importance for hundreds of years. A lone pillar of red sandstone stands. Okay. Shit.
3? I went with row E because of the E. That wasn't it either. Shit. I'm wondering if I need to figure this out in order to have the right plant to help her. What does the hint button do? Should take a look at the map through the viewing device? I thought I did. Oh, Tomb of the Hunter. I guess I just didn't happen to see that. The Great Oak. Oh, Elderfinium grows here. Holy shit. Okay, that's clutch. I do need that. Okay. Whoever wrote on my map has been very helpful. I would never have thought to come out to this desolate place in search of plant life, but a quick search yields exciting results. That sure looks like the plant that I need. Whew. I think it's like that. Phinium. Sick. Next, please. No more fuck-ups. I don't want this bar to fill. My mom was into horticulture. Grace Enright. I found this among her things. Golden light. That's a plant, right? I'm not sure what long Meg could mean, though. Is that another plant? Anyway, I thought you should have it just in case it's any help. She loved this shop. Golden light. Start at long Meg S3E2.
I have no idea what Long Meg means. Start at Long Meg. I'm gonna go to the Great Oak. A huge tree stands before me, impossibly tall and wide, bigger than I could ever have imagined any living thing might be. Its upper branches graze the sky. Okay. Yeah, I genuinely don't know. We'll just have to put that one away for now until we need golden light, I suppose. And wood, help me. The amulet. I can't remove it and it's drawing the life from me. Long Veracund. Sometimes called witch's remedy, the long veracund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along stem. Well, I think we might only have one more. Oh, we've got two. We've got this one and this one. Shit. If I was going to pick one, I would pick this one. So I'll pick this one. I can feel it working. Thank you. You're welcome. Was her hair gray? And now it's not? You were hella cursed. Hey, it's Amos Duncan. It's good to see you, my friend. I've been on the road so long I'd started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I've been sending. I'm back in town for a few days, though, and I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. I almost threw them away, but I thought the symbols on them might mean something to you. It's our last person to meet. Amos is well acquainted with strange horticulture and enjoys drawing the plants within. He spends most of his time outdoors, where he occasionally comes across unusually looking plants in untrodden places. He collects sketches in his field book, but not the plants themselves, preferring to leave that to others with more expert knowledge. That's a lot of notes. Oh, shit. Big news. How are we to define the order? Do they fit together? Maybe? Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, they fit together. Oh my gosh. What the fuck is this? 1813 Gosforth. Robert Barrow's Medicinal Herbology, Blackhall Road, Kendall. Hold on, let me put these presumably in the archive now. Oh, sweet. New pages. Blackhall Road, Kendall. I find the medicinal herbology shop off Blackhall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter. Robert Barrow, presumably. You're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. Turns out Robert is a collector of unusual fungi, and I have just the thing for him. Copper Caledonian. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red patches that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not a part of the plant. So you then? Nice. I get 3 plants in exchange? Holy shit. Hi, Onyx. Onyx. Kitty kitty. Hi, Bubba. What are you doing? Do you want to come over and get pets? No? Stare kitty? Okay. A Briar's disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages. The location of cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size with the same symbols etched around its edge and a map. To encode a location, you would then place the disc over some named point on the map nearby and note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. That's what this is. This is a Briar's disc. Which actually... Long Meg. No, I don't think that that's... No, I don't think so, unfortunately. Would have been lovely, but I think we just leave you in there in the clues for now.
Simone Green again. I have no idea what any of this means, but it seemed like something you might find interesting. I found it while clearing out the nook of the east wing. Baylock's Elixir. Made from the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants, Baylock's Elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure that they retain important information that they will never forget. Care must be taken after drinking over to avoid the fate of Grey Gale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Baylock's and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. Okay, yeah, avoid blank walls for 12 hours. I think I can probably manage that.